Hi, welcome to the Century 21 Celli podcast. My name is Dennis O'Hara. Thank you for joining us today. And today we are going to talk about a very special topic with some very important guests. And first, we start off, as always, with Craig Celli, our broker owner. Welcome.
Morning, Dennis.
We are also joined by our office manager, Jane Germano. Good morning, Jane.
Good morning.
And we thank Richard Ferrari, one of our relentless agents, for taking a few minutes to spend with us today. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Dennis.
So one of the ways that our agency can help more people in the community realize the dream of home ownership or listing their home at the optimal market is by recruiting new agents to our team. And Century 21 Celli has a great program to help anyone get started. If you are thinking about adding real estate as a side career, or if you're thinking about making a career change, or if you're already a seasoned real estate professional looking to continue your success, Century 21 Celli is here to help. And we'll start off with Craig, and you can tell us how people can get started.
Yeah, thanks, Dennis. And Jane, Rich, thanks for joining us. I'm going to try to be quick because we really like to hear from you two. But I just want to really see how things have changed over the last, I've been doing this now, unfortunately and fortunately for me, for 30 years now. And the recruiting process is very different. And to fast forward to where we are now, it's been an extremely good market for both the real estate market and for real estate agents for the last number of years. And so it's very hard to recruit agents from other offices because they're happy, they're doing well. So there's no really big need to change. So we've done a heavy focus on trying to bring new agents into the business. And the way that we've done that has been first to offer a real estate school that I want Jane to speak briefly about, that we're affiliated with. But the importance of bringing on new agents today is because the business is very different, and how you can conduct the business is very different. And I'm sure Rich will be able to give us an idea about how he's able to conduct his business now. It's long gone are the days where you have to get into the office at 9 and you have your desk and everything you need is at the real estate office. So there is a great opportunity, and this is pre-COVID. It may have been exacerbated by COVID by not needing to go into the office, but this is pre-COVID, that you really can conduct an excellent, active, and thorough real estate career from your home office, from your phone. And so we are really reaching out to those folks that want to add to what they're doing already without having to have that need to join a business where there's a requirement to be at some place for several hours a day. In real estate today, and what we teach during training with me and through the office really lends to that type of abilities. And you can really do well, make some really good money, and really help out a lot of people with home ownership from your home. And really it's all about availability and accountability. And that's stuff that we teach down here at the office. So it's really a great opportunity. And we at Century 21 over in Stoneham, Century 21 Celli, we want to offer that to people and bring as many people into the fold as we possibly can.
Great. And so we have Rich here with us this morning, who actually sort of, went through this process several years ago and can talk a little bit about his experience. Rich, do you want to talk to us?
Sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to. So it actually was 2017. I was a stay-at-home dad at the time, and I was looking for a career change, and real estate seemed like a good option for me. So I did the class through the office, and that was actually really important that the office offered that flexible type of schedule for the online school, because it took me a few months over the summertime, remembered vividly, coming into the office, doing those classes or doing them online. And but they were very effective. The study materials that came with them were very helpful. I got my license first go around. And I felt good when I went to take my test. I felt prepared and ready. And then after that, I felt like a part of the office, and Craig was very good at our initial training once I had my license. spent a few hours over the course of it. I think it was a few Fridays, Craig, that we did it, which
Yeah,
thinking
Friday.
back, I'm like, maybe we could have picked a different day of the week, but no, oh, I'm only joking. It was actually very helpful. We did some mock, write-ups of different documents you use and go through and some of the paperwork, and that was all very, very helpful. And geez, I feel now, into my fourth year, like a seasoned pro through all the different various transactions and different things I've been through. But I always felt that at the office, Craig is a great resource, but also the other agents at the office, they're helpful. The proof is in the pudding. I recruited one of my best friends, Kevin, to the office. He actually got his license and kind of went the same road as myself, and he's found a lot of success as well, and definitely is happy that he joined Century 21 Celli. So for any agents thinking about, a change, maybe a change in scenery, even though you might be in your own home office, being a part of the team, you do feel that that energy, that team feeling, and I would highly recommend the office. I love working here.
All right. Thank you, Rich, for giving us that overview. Jane, you are the one that everyone goes to in the office that knows everything. I know on some of these comedy films, when they do the ending credits, when they run out of titles for people, they put something like generally in charge of a lot of things. That's Jane. She's just, if you don't know something or you don't know, what to do, you go to Jane because she knows. So Jane, if I want to take the course to become an agent in the office, how do I do that?
Well, anyone that's interested can get in touch with Craig or myself. And we have an affiliation with Freedom Trail Realty. It's an online course, and they offer different packages to suit every budget, flexibility, whatever one might need to get this process done. And like I said, you can get in touch with me or Craig, and we can get you through the whole process.
Mm-hmm. And how long is the course generally?
Well, to become a salesperson in Massachusetts, you have to do 40 hours of training, but that can be spread out to fit your schedule. So it doesn't have to be done in a week. It doesn't have to be done in a month. It can be done to fit your schedule.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then Craig, talk about some of the resources that are at the office to help someone be successful with the course.
Yeah, so I think that's a perfect segue. That Jane and I really try to get to know the applicants or the people taking the courses. We want them to know us, and we want to know them, because the intent is not just to help somebody get their real estate license. The intent is to help them get their real estate license and begin their career with our company. So it's really the interactions that we have are needed in order to get them affiliated with the online courses, but they're also great for both sides just to get to know each other. And Rich is a great example of that. He alluded to the fact that, that sometimes he's in the office doing the courses, sometimes he did them online, but it was just it's a great way to build the camaraderie, and also to build the friendship, and also for Rich to decide, hey, how do they handle the course? How do they work with me? Were they successful? Was it difficult? Was I able to get a hold of them? When I had a question, did they answer it? And then on our side, it's, we can see how eager somebody is to get their license. How committed are they to doing it? Do we see them once and then we see them 5 months from now, or something along those lines, or is it 5 weeks from now? And then you get to know their personalities. But Rich is a great example of somebody who did our training after he got the course completed, got the license on his first time around. We spent 5 Fridays together, 1 to 1.5 hour sessions. We don't want to override someone's schedule. They're picking this career to not have to be in the office for 10 hours a day. And what I like to say about someone like Rich and others that have successfully gone this road through our company is, part of the training is not just what we do in those 1.5 hour sessions. It's the phone calls. It's the constant questions that pop up, because once you put people involved in the process, there's endless amounts of possibilities and questions and concerns that can pop up. So the training goes from this is how you do it to it becomes real. And there's a big difference between me showing you how to fill out a listing contract or a buyer contract or an offer to purchase, and when you really have one. And so the training kicks back in. So I think, Rich, when you got your first one, I think we went down to the office together and we filled it out together, and I sent you off on your way. And now he doesn't come to me anymore with these mundane types of questions. So,
but I did on my first 3. I remember vividly coming and texting, emailing, coming in, calling. I mean, it was all modes of communication. But that's once you go through a couple different scenarios and it really starts to sink in. The training is reinforced with real life experience, and that is, that's what gets you on your way, I think.
and then after all that, then we all just rely on Jane.
Yeah, that's right.
And so it's really great symmetry down. It's Jane and I are in the background for whatever the agents need, and we moved Jane to remote about a year ago. She still comes every now and then to as the agents need it, and it's been very successful. But her abilities to do her job, whether it's from these types of screens that we're on right now, or on the phone, or even occasionally in the office, is instrumental to helping people like me certainly run the office, but helping the agents like Rich successfully go from beginning of the transaction to the end of the transaction. It's just great symmetry, and without all of us working together, we wouldn't be able to successfully or be as successful as we have been over the last year and a half.
Well, I think that's important for people to know, that it's not just you give someone the training, give them a bunch of fancy business cards, and then push them out on the street and say, "Here, go sell properties." That there's actually ongoing support and ongoing progress being made by people.
And I'd like to comment on that. Every Friday, I send out an email to the office, and I end every email with, "Please call, text, or email me anytime this weekend," because there's this thought that somehow you're bothering the broker. If you listen, if I get an email or a call at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night, there's either a big problem or a really good thing happening. No one wants to chat with me at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night just to shoot it, and that's really one of my major functions as the broker, to be there for them. They're independent contractors, which means they want to be independent. And that's why a lot of them have picked this profession. But it's my job to be there when they need either to bounce something off of, and sometimes they have the answer and I don't, but just to bounce it off somebody else. And it's really worked out well.
So I know with all your smiling faces, there are people out there right now going, "I got to get in on this." So how would someone follow up and get more information?
Well, I'll send this over to Jane in a second, but I'll start off by saying you can contact the office at 781-438-1230. You can email me at craigjcelli@gmail.com, or you can contact Jane. Jane, how do they contact you?
Jane.Germano@century21.com.
Or you can go to our website as well. And you can go to our website at www.century21celli.com.
Wonderful. Great. So anything else anyone would like to say before we wrap this up?
I'm good.
That's good. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jane Germano, Craig Celli, Richard Ferrari, thank you very much for joining us today. Again, I'm Dennis, and this is the Century 21 Celli podcast. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, Dennis.
Thank you.